Hi, it's another terrific day in Coto de Caza, Orange County, California. I'm on the 4th hole of our North Golf Course. And down here we have a new bird. This is a duck. It's called a bufflehead. Oh, there he goes. Now these ducks are very quiet birds. They're not very social. They don't like to group together in flocks. We only have 4 or so up here on the North Course, and I think we only have 2 on our South Course. Now these birds are easy to recognize. This one here is the male. He's called a drake. He's a small chubby duck. He has a round head and a small dark gray bill. He's mostly white, but he has a black back and a black head. He also has a large white patch that extends from his eye to the back of his head, and he even has an iridescent green and purple forehead and purplish neck that glitters in the sunlight. And this one here is a female. She's called a hen. And she's smaller than the drake and lacks all the colorful ornaments. She's also easy to recognize with her round head, brownish gray body, and a little white circle on her cheek. And she's usually hanging out the male, so that makes it easy too. So the scientific name of our bufflehead is Bucephala albeola. He comes to us from the genus of birds known as golden eyes. And although those eyes are a bit darker, he is related to the common golden eye and the Barrow's golden eye, both of which have yellow gold eyes, which gives it the name golden eyes. So Bucephala, it comes from the Greek word bukaphalos, which means bull-headed, and of course it refers to his roundish head. And the species albeola, it comes from the Latin word albus, which obviously means white, like albino or albumin. Buffleheads are migratory ducks. They spend their spring and summers breeding up in the wooded lakes and ponds of Alaska and Canada. Then, like a lot of other birds, they fly south for the winter. These central and eastern birds, they will fly down the Central or Mississippi flyways to the East Coast and southern United States. And our California buffleheads, they fly down the Pacific flyway as far south as Mexico, along with at least 1 billion other ducks and geese. Now they're very quiet in winter, but here's what they sound like in spring and summer. Now next is their size. And compared to the green-winged teal, buffleheads are probably the smallest duck in America. And they evolved to this specialized size so it can nest in the small cavities dug out by the northern flicker, who's a type of woodpecker, and who's also very common in Coto de Caza. This way the buffleheads don't have to compete with other hole-nesting ducks, except they do compete with western bluebirds and European starlings. But since the buffleheads are not nesting here in Coto today, they really don't have to worry about the competition. Now, due to their small size, they also have a very high metabolism rate, and they're highly active. They can stay underwater for long periods of time, and that's why you always see them diving and bopping and diving. And when they forage, they're typically on the surface for about 12 seconds. Then they dive for about 12 to 25 seconds. Then they pop up. Then they go back down again. And they seem to do this pretty much all day long, except when they're taking long rests in the middle of our lake. Buffleheads are omnivores. In freshwater, like we have here in Coto, they eat mostly insects and small eggs. But in saltwater areas, they eat crustaceans and mollusks, like shrimp, snails, and maybe some plant matter if they get extra hungry. Now here are a few fun facts about our buffleheads. Unlike a lot of other ducks, they are monogamous, and they will stay with the same mate for several years. Now as the ducks dive for food, one of them will act as a lookout or sentry and stay on the surface of the water, looking for predators. They swallow their food while underwater. Bufflehead ducks are on the coat of arms of Sydney, British Columbia. They're hunted as a game bird, but their population numbers, they hold pretty constant. The oldest bufflehead on record was at least 18 years, 8 months old. And a bufflehead fossil dating back 2 million years ago was found in California. So these guys have been around for quite some time. So we're very happy to have our buffleheads here in Coto de Caza for the winter. Oh, there he goes. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.